Road to Grammar 1-to-1 Japanese Sentence Structure. Japanese sentence structure is one of the most distinctive features of the Japanese language. Unlike English, Japanese sentences are structured as subject, object, verb or SOV. This means that the subject of a sentence comes first, followed by the object, and finally the verb. Understanding this fundamental aspect of Japanese grammar is essential for anyone learning to speak Japanese. Let's take a closer look at each component of the SOV sentence structure. Subject. In Japanese, the subject of a sentence is typically placed at the beginning. This can be a noun or pronoun, and it is often followed by particles such as wa or ga to indicate its function in the sentence. For example, watashi wa means I in English. The particle wa marks watashi as the topic of the sentence, and it is followed by the rest of the sentence. Object. In Japanese, the object of a sentence comes after the subject. It can be a noun or pronoun and is often marked with particles such as o or ga. For example,
りんごを食べます。
means I eat an apple in English. Ringo is the object of the sentence, and the particle o marks it as such. Verb. The verb is the final component of a Japanese sentence, and it typically comes at the end. Unlike in English, Japanese verbs do not change form based on the subject of the sentence. Instead, they are conjugated based on tense, aspect, and mood. For example,
食べます。
is the present tense form of the verb to eat. It can be modified to express past, future, or conditional tense, among others. Modifiers. In addition to the three main components of a Japanese sentence, there may also be modifiers such as adjectives, adverbs, and particles. These elements can appear before or after the noun they modify, and they are usually positioned close to the word they modify. For example,
きれいな本。
means the beautiful book in English.
きれい。
Is the adjective modifying the noun hon, and it comes before it in the sentence. In summary, Japanese sentence structure is subject-object-verb, SOV, meaning that the subject of a sentence comes first, followed by the object, and finally the verb. This fundamental aspect of Japanese grammar is essential for anyone learning to speak Japanese. By understanding the role of each component of a sentence, including the subject, object, verb, and modifiers, you can start to build more complex sentences and communicate more effectively in Japanese.